everybody, Yaaarrrn Fairy here, and today I bring you yarn. Lots and lots of yarn. I thought I would set it up like this. I'm just going to sit here and work and talk. Missing our Pixie because she's getting old. Who's calling who old, right? Okay, so here we go. There's so much to these. I want to sell these as a set. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them into 50 grams instead of the 100 that I dyed them in. You guys, I dyed all this. I am still like in shock. I dyed it, I rinsed it, which is really difficult to do. You know, first I'm an invalid, and then there's like, okay, I'm not an invalid. But I have all these diseases and it makes it difficult to work. So you have to sit on a stool, little stool, outside with the sprayer, right? First you put it in the wash to get the excess. Boy, this is going to be fun if all I can say is dyes out of it because they don't always stick and maybe there's excess or maybe the fiber didn't like it or whatever. So I put it into the solution and I swish it around, wash it real good, take it out, put it on a, yeah, this is going to be fun. A little screen thing, and then it naturally, you know, the gravity pulls the water out a little bit, and then I go over it with the hose 2-3 times until I'm satisfied that everything is clear and running well, not running. The water's running and it's not colored water. Yeah, so it's a lot of hard work, and when you see how much yarn I'm gonna yarn I'm going to show you, you're going to trip because I'm still freaking out. Diet Pepsi. You'll notice I've got a raspy. So, yarn. I just love that. I'm going to miss having Katie here though and saying it in tandem. And oh, before I get too far, subscribe, click the bell. That way you'll get notifications when I post. And yarnfairy1@gmail.com. Please comment, like, and write me because I love hearing from you guys. And by the way, if you see anything in here that you want, just send me the timestamp. Tell me what it was that I was describing. I'll try to give you names. I won't always have prices or yardage, but I can give you names. And then just tell me dibs. And I will send you an invoice. I just need your email address. And to know if you're in or out of California, in or out of the United States. And be forewarned, USPS is charging us $25 just to get a parcel out of the States. So, okay. Oh, I'm just going to keep interrupting myself. Okay, so before I go much further, I found a lot of project bags and little stitch marker bags, nice ones that are made out of cloth that I've been given through the years. From different manufacturing companies. I think one of them has Fire Mountain Gems logo on it. Anyway, I have scads of this stuff. So every few weeks, I ask a question and you guys post with the answer, like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite hot winter drink? Because right now, we're up in Ravelry doing this. You just post on the thread. Even if you said hi, I would include you. And then at the end of the time, it's very open here. There's no dates, there's no names, there's no big answers, no right or wrong answers. I then ship you yarn. Yarn. I think we coined that. I have a feeling I heard that from somebody the other day and I was just like, what? That's mine. How dare you? Yeah, so I was only sending one skein. And right now, this is for the Holiday Club. If you want to join, it's on the blog, wmdramble.blogspot.com, Holiday Club page. I highly recommend the Super Mondo. We get out a 12 by 12 cube, a big box. Okay, guys, it's a foot. And kitties. And I filled that cube with all of this. You know, that's what this is for. So I'll put everybody's names out. And if you get the Super Mondo, you get the cube, and I just start throwing. I way overdo it. You know, I'm supposed to send 16 skeins in one of those, but that's half the size, and I don't want the box to compress and your yarn to pop out. So of course I'm filling them full every hair. So if you know of anybody who needs like an instant stash, come on over. Would you stop that? You're trashing this thing. I don't like that. Katie just brought out one of her chairs. And yeah. Okay, so black and white yarn is made in Peru. It's Peruvian Highland wool. It is made in a graduated state. So you start with 2 whites, then you go a white and a gray, a white and a black, and they never get to black and black, but it gets more and more deeper into the black. And it's a lovely yarn. It's a non-superwash, so you want to be careful how you wash it and what you're going to use it for. It'd be great for a garment though. So yeah, I'm going to cut these into 50 grams. To start with, the yarn's very inexpensive. I can't think how much. It's like $15 though. It's just like our lowest base. So 30, wait, how would I do that? Well, you guys can probably figure this out better than me. Anyway, this is my natural set. It's light gray to a dark blacky color. I've got a bunch of different browns in here. Everything from chestnut and khaki and hummus and regular brown and just got a new one. It had such a nice name, truffles. And then I did several colors of gray. So these are going to make a nice gradient. No matter what you do, you just sit there, knit your 50, knit your next, and you're going to have a beautiful thing. So there's that one. This one is DK weight. This one is, we were going for a 1980s vibe, but instead I've got, well, it still does. It's got the gray and the pink and the purple. I was thinking 1980s. I'm not sure why, but anyway, this is worsted, and this over here is fingering, and I'm going to do the same thing with that one, or whatever, 50 grams, so that you can just knit through it. And if you know, it's very pale, and what it's going to do is make those beautiful black and white black and color swirls all the way through as you're knitting, and you're not going to be able to stop knitting. You could sit there and knit garter stitch, and you'd go like gaga, because it's just one more row, honey, and I'll put out the lights, I promise. So anyway, we have periwinkle, a beautiful sea glass, and a sage, a pale pink. I want to say this one was ecru or soft tan, and the same with this. It's either the ecru or the soft tan, so it's going to make a really pretty item. This one's fingering, so it's about 425 or 30 yards, and again, same price point. It's very inexpensive. This one I love. Do you guys remember the colorway Marbrisa? It came out kind of dark in the Marbrisa, but this is 100% cotton, so all you Florida gals and all you Californians, check it out. Isn't it beautiful? Each one has a pink, a bit of orange, a green, a gold, and it goes back into the green. I just love them. I think they're glorious. Some of them are going to have like I hope you can see this. Zoom in. Can you zoom in on the video? Anyway, they have like this little bit of sprinkles and different colors and stuff. I had so much fun painting, you guys. I just loved this. This was the last one I did on Saturday night. I did all of this in like a 9-hour period. Blew my mind. The hardest part has been getting it all to dry. We're in the 40s, low 40s, high 30s in the night, and we've got these winds and stuff, so it was a challenge to get it all done. Miri, this one's for you. I don't know what my timestamp is. I like high-end luxury stuff. I figure if I'm going to spend time working on things and making thousands and thousands of stitches, I'm going to enjoy what I'm working on. And Mary, this is your baby. And everybody else, I'm pretty sure you can have some because I don't think Mary's going to want 10 full skeins. This is yak, silk, and cashmere, and it's just so soft and petable, and you need this. It's deep purple. I have 10 skeins. That means the first 10 peeps to holler gets it. Oh, let me show you my goodies while I'm at it. Back here, that's Bird of Paradise bag. That's one of our patterns. It's done in a gradient. We can do, I think that's a DK. We can do anything in a gradient. We'll make up the minis for you, then we'll paint it, and then you have fun. I used to love doing color work. I need to get back into it. I miss it so much. But then I haven't had a lot of time to do patterns lately. I do have a lot of patterns coming out though. Yeah, always. Our Yarn Fairy promotional bag. I have one more coming in with Yaaarrrn on it in the magenta. I just love it. It's our little card saying thank you for your business, and it's got social media sites on the back and how to get in touch with us. It's too bad that everything's not just, here, social media, and click here for each, type of social media for each person, and then you could see it all, but no, it's too hard. I made a sock blank. That's for a special person who's getting a Supermondo who's been with us since day one, who works tirelessly and ceaselessly for me. Over here, okay, so when it's cold, I'll bring the yarn in, I'll put a fan on low depending on what I've got in front of me and how wet it is. After they don't dry for days because there's so much of it, I'll stick it into the air dryers. We have 2 of these. I've only got the one set up right now because I was dyeing very slowly and I didn't think this was going to happen. I got to take inventory in another 30 days. This has to go. The more I've got out of here, the less I have to count. And that's a good thing because I've got a lot of stock in the garage. Okay, so over there, I love my shawls and stuff, but I run so hot, I'm getting old, that I don't always get to wear them. And I don't get to go out because of my diseases. So the only time I get to wear anything is when I go see my RN, who's awesome, by the way, and I love seeing her. This I wanted to wear, and if I could be wearing it, I would be wearing it. Everybody else is in here freezing to death, and I'm, sweltering. So this is Snow White, a pattern we did a while back. It's Milky Silky. Oh my gosh, I love this yarn. If you haven't tried this base from us, you must. It's amazing. I think it took 3 skeins of Milky Silky and a billion beads because you knit. It was such a cool concern. I want to make another one of these. These are so much fun. You start from the ends and you work in and you do a 3-needle seam. But because I increased it, it's got this banana thing going on, sort of. Only it's got hard lines. So what was I going to do that with? It's not Silken Dreams. Tuscany. I talked to Mary. I think it was you who was like, oh, this is so me. We went away on vacation. I wish I had a handheld thing so I could show you guys pictures of what I'm talking about, or at least remember what I'm talking about. In my notes, I drew a picture of what I have in my head, and it's basically something like this. It's like a stole with a triangle on the back, and there goes the cat. I have these massive bags, even bigger than these, that I store this stuff in so that she can't get to it, and all these containers and stuff, you can't see them yet. So, where was I? Oh yeah, Silken Dreams. Silken Dreams is amazing. No, sorry. Tuscany. So Tuscany has all the colors that you would think of for like a Tuscan garden, sunset grapes. It's got a lot of purples, but it's a gradient. So we were gonna work center out, I think. I don't know. Do you like that? But I was so intense when we were away on vacation this year that I was able to get the colors. I designed everything. I went online and I found all these grapes and wonderful, beautiful lampwork, tiny, tiny grape clusters. You guys, it's just awesome. And then I found all these beads that I loved for it, and I was just all over the moon. And you know, we're gonna have to knit some little noops into grape clusters with little leaves coming off of them. Awesome. So, Silken Dreams. I wasn't able to find the hanky. Oh, I might as well tell you guys about that stuff then. So, Silken Dreams starts years ago. I had this idea. She's going crazy. She's never seen me out here. We're starting with, let me put Silken Dreams on hold and just show you. I've got a huge 33-yard bolt. I hate to do this to you guys because the sun's out. Yep, right there. See that? Always so backwards. Full of Ada. I've got boxes and boxes of Ada. This year we started doing cross stitch. We paint the fabric and paint the yarn, the thread, the silk, the cotton, the bamboo. Nice stuff, guys. And then we pair up, I knew I should have picked up those bags. We pair up the silk with the fabric and the pattern. I do this thing called intentional painting. It's where you have a pattern and say it's got these quadrants and you can see them. And so what you want to do is put this one green because it's got animals, and this one blue, turquoisey, water because it's got fish, and then the sky all around it. And then on top of that, yarn. I love this one. This one you just pull straight off of a center pull ball, and it's simply easy and amazing. This is Peacock. If anybody wants this on yarn, I can do that. But yeah, we've got an 8-ply silk that is glorious. Full hank of that is tiny because this is for cross stitch. So that was the first thing. I bought like hundreds of dollars worth of this really intense fabric. Some of it's glow in the dark, some of it's got designs on it, patterns in it. Awesome. So what's happening here is I seem to be dyeing anything that will hold still long enough. V-neck t-shirts, cotton, of course. I have men's socks. Shh, don't tell anybody. This is for Christmas. See if I can just tilt you guys down here. Oh, not. Okay. Here we go. It's a huge box. What I'm doing. Somebody needs to stop me. That's all I know. Okay. So we have men's socks over here. And then I went and got a bunch of pants, like lounge pants. These are 100% rayon. This is a 2 extra large. It's got pockets, elastic waist, and drawstring. I was wanting some more lounge pants. I prefer the knit, cotton knit, but rayon's good too. Since we're out in California, I've got some cotton ones. I have another different style of the rayon, and it's just the drawstring with the pockets, front pockets, silk undergarments with I don't hate that, but I'll probably just sew that up. If anybody wants anything, holler. I did find this in a cotton knit. It's like just a sweat. It's got pockets and the drawstring and the elastic waist, which looks really small. Even though it says it's an extra large. Oh, wait a minute. That's not elastic. That's why it was so tight. It's just the drawstring. Anyway, anything you want dyed that you have that's white, send it to me and I will dye it because I seem to be going crazy. So I wash everything first. These are all a bunch of men's hankies. I love using hankies. And you can also like dye the hanky and then crochet around it in like a beautiful thread. This is what I was getting to. These are silk. This one is for, it says for a sal, but it's not because we're going to use Oh, what were we using an 11-inch? I don't know what we're doing. Silken Dreams. I'm finally back there. You start with a square made out of silk that's been dyed by yours truly. And then you pick up all the way around it, and I'll show you, I'm going to make videos of several different ways of doing that. So far I've got a purple one and a blue one, and everything had to stop for all this stuff. So after the holidays are over, I'm going to get back to this, but it's gorgeous. I had so much fun painting them. Intentional painting, right? I'm the master. I can do anything. Yeah, not so much. I doodled ever since I was a kid. I'm sure all of you have. So I did all my doodles on this one hanky, and it just looked hideous. So what I wound up doing is buying all these, we had the funnel cake things. You put it in the dough. It's a little handle with a metal, and it's got a design on the end. You put it in the dough, and you stick it in the pan, and it fries. Yeah, I'm going to stick it in the dye, and then we'll never be able to use it again because dye stuff is toxic. But I don't think we've ever used them anyway. I don't like funnel cakes. So that's where we're going with that. And I'm so overwhelmed, you guys. It's already been 20 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to focus. We had a bunch of sport. They were on cones. I didn't want to count them, so I wound them off. This is Sprite. One of them is an 80-20, and one of them is 100% merino. They were all dyed the same. What are we calling this? Looks kind of like plums, doesn't it? Well, it's the only one that is Sprite, I think. So if you ask for that, at 20-something minutes in, good grief, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm going to try to go faster. I have all this empty K. And you'll see I've got more, but these are just like all solids. Super Mondo Club. This is just gorgeous. Nightly grapes. I'm so into purple. It's not funny. I don't know why. Donny Osmond, years ago, I guess, was when this all started, but I have this huge love of purple. So what happens with these things is they get lots of little tiny bits of dye, and then they'll go back into like a bath, or maybe I'll just rinse it off or whatever, and then this is what you end up with, this beautiful stuff. Oh, I have to go so much faster. Okay. This is Crystal Blue Persuasion. Crystal Blue Persuasion is our 2021 heirloom. 1 year after making the first heirloom, this became an annual thing. The first heirloom was, what's it called? The modern heirloom. And why is it modern? Because years and years ago, people used to pick up, make a square, and then do off the edge stuff, edging to finish it. Money. Wait. I don't think this is modern heirloom. What is this, you guys? Holy mackerel. This isn't modern heirloom. Modern heirloom's a little bit darker, mine. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, you guys, why can't I think of what this is? I set up all my reminders and notifications, and I'm still covered in notifications and reminders. I can't think of what this is, and you can't even see it. And I'm crunching beads. Isn't this gorgeous? I know it's mine. It's terrible. Can't even think. Oh, I could see it. I can see it. The picture on Ravelry has Pixie #1 twirling in it. And I think I introduced it as like a wedding veil. Anyway, it's massively huge. It goes from your head all the way dragging down to the floor. So if you want to use it as a veil, that's a perfect thing to do with it. Okay, Double Trouble. The most popular of the colors was magenta. Go figure. I love it. Hot, deep, saturated magenta in silk. my daughter and I, we were up in the middle of the night making tea, chamomile, I think, because we couldn't sleep. And so this one comes with a multitude of yarns. You get the magenta, and then there's some purple, or you get this one's a hot purple, and this one's a purple and a turquoise. She had a turquoise pen, I had a purple pen, or vice versa. And we went around and made marks all over this shawl, and it just kind of came together. And it's basically stripes. You don't have to worry. It's not going to go crazy with color work or something. And you just knit around. It's awesome. Double trouble came because we're up in the middle of the night, and we both had a pen, and so it was double. And now it's, I don't know, it's stupid. I had to reach for Macbeth to find a reason for double trouble. So it's now toil and bubble, cauldron, whatever. So we have Surrey or Kids MKAs, and then we have a hand spun and a silk ribbon that are woven through it. And you get 4 skeins of the silk and the Surrey or Kids silk and the hand spun. The hand spun's fun. I made it, and I really enjoyed it. It was fun making it, but I then started having problems with my thumb. Thought I was going to get a trapezoidectomy, I don't know what it's called, and I never did it because it's going to shorten my thumb. I'm not really interested in that. I'm not interested in taking a full year to recover and possibly never recovering at all. So if I use the complete use, you lose my hand, I'll do that. But until then, ain't doing it. Did you guys see there's a whole other bag of yarn here? This is what I'm supposed to be showing you. Okay, so there's 3 skeins of this. This is a 50/50 silk merino. This is Yaaarrrn, so it's not terribly expensive. You're getting a washed out view of the color. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so much fun. This was supposed to be for Stranger Things, but I'm not sure I like it for Stranger Things. So is this. This is the other color. And then I had one more, which turned purple. Very purple. Why? Because we love purple. You know what I should have brought out for you? I should have brought out Foxy. This is available. This is Surrey. Somebody has to go potty. Oh well. There's 2 of those. I think these are $18.50. They're like $400. 400 yards. $400. Give me a break. Okay. These are available. This is MKAL. They are in a set of 2. MKAL is only $19.50. Timestamp 20 whatever. 25? 28. This one is a paler blue, but again with all that beautiful, look at that. I'm just always gobsmacked by this stuff. You just want to keep on knitting. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, that's $28.30. And here we have the Gold Shot. It's got all these beautiful colors, but it kind of reads blue-purple. Sounds good. We have 10 of those. This one's even got some green on it. I think there's 10. Close to that, if not. What I should have brought out was Foxy. You know my Foxy scarf? You know, back in the 1930s and 40s, they'd have the foxes biting their tail around their necks. I made a scarf like that. Instead of fur, you use curly locks. And you put the curly locks in, and I've got a video to teach you how to do it. And you knit a tube as, you know, the thing that goes around your neck. And this is the yarn for it. You need a skein and a half, so I made these into skein and a half. This is the Sprite. Good job. Sport 100%. Okay, So this is the one that's sold. I sold one of these. That's why I brought out the yarn, and why I made an extra, because somebody always says, oh, I want one. So this one's available. It's a little more expensive than the price that's on the kits page, but you can just purchase this straight off the kits page. And then I'll invoice you for, I don't know, I think it's like $5 more or something. And these are the locks. You just pull one out and knit with it. Secure it, go to the next one. It's awesome. I love that one. That was a lot of fun to knit too, because you're not just knitting, you're playing with locks. More of this bright purple. Told you I had a lot, didn't I? Pretty sure this one's sold. This one's not. Here's the other siren. This is the 50/50 that was for Stranger Things. Now that I've seen it again, I like it. I didn't like it before, but I think if I put it into a raspberry wash after I'm done, this is like, you paint it, and then you make a resist of whatever you just painted, and then you put it in black, and then you put it into raspberry. 2 different times, because it's got a set in between, and I've got to take him out. I'm sorry, you guys. If anybody knows how to pause live action, please tell me. I know that there's a way of, like, what do you call it? Combining clips. I'm just not that technical. That's been the one challenge with this whole thing, is websites and building them. And okay, another MKA. This one's gorgeous. This is sort of like the Donny Osmond color, only it's got more blue. 31. And these are 2. I would like to sell them as a set, but you know, if you want to take one of each. Uh-oh. Another one. Okay, let's put some time in between those 2. Oh, this is for Double Trouble. This is the other set that goes with the turquoise. Love that. And y'all know that I never go light. Well, I did this really gorgeous light. I'm going to have to show you all the DKs at once, because we're getting long-winded. Well, aren't we long-winded? This is Pixie Paca, the lace, 1300, but it's only like 52 grams or something like that, so it's not the full $45. I can probably give you this for 20. You know what? This is an 80-20 sock. You pair this with this, make a like a little scarfy shawl, and then put a little ruffle on it. Oh my gosh, don't we have one of these? Pixie #1 designed it. It's Little Princess. I don't know. I just remember we had a Pixie Paca, and we had sock, I think it was. Anyway, it's beautiful. Now we have, how am I going to be able to tell which one it is? I'll have to look back at the video. So this is another MKA. Boy, this camera is really, I had to get a new touch. I kept dropping this thing. It's only a year old, my camera that you're seeing this on, but it's not showing true to life colors. This is beautiful. It looks like caca. Ready? And the last set. And this is so pretty. Can you even tell? Yeah, you really can't. It's got blue and red in it, and it's just gorgeous. Okay, so. Oh, yeah. I have 2 sets of Yak Minis. One is for a slouchy sock pattern. Just kind of some beautiful darks that makes a slouchy sock pattern. And then the other one I wanted to make mismatched socks. So this would be color work. Told you I'm going to get back to it. I got it. So there's a bunch of lights in here. You've got a chartreuse and a sort of yellow and a sort of bright hot red. And then you've got these dark colors. So they'll go opposite. Boy, this camera's I don't even want to open the new device until I've got my armor in. It's coming this week. Okay, so you've got a gunmetal and a sort of sapphire and a purple. And those go opposite their mates. And then what you can do is you knit the one sock in the one way, and then you switch it up on the next sock so that you've got mismatched socks. Fun. All those things that I've been giving away, one of the things that I'm putting in somebody's package is all this beautiful cotton sock that I rehanged and made into little tiny skeins. I've got a hand crocheted stitch marker bags I was telling you about. So this is made out of number 10 weight crochet thread. I've got a skein winder that's been done on a 3D printer. Pretty sure this is like 10 or 15 bucks. And a cable Animal Bites. A little flip notepad. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about, oh, and by the way, Crystal Blue Persuasion has this beautiful sun catcher in it. It's got a butterfly inside of a heart because the butterfly is lupus. It's got all these beautiful crystals. You can see how they shimmer. And then it's got this 3-layer butterfly. And this one has an Egyptian crystal in the bottom. It's a nice size. They're only $20. If you want one, I have extras. Please tell me. Give it to me. So the cross-stitch stuff, I also design, well, I don't design, but I do design stuff for them. And there's this gal who is making the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. So this is Mansion by day. This is the intentional painting that I was telling you about, where you want to put different colors in different places. This is Mansion by night because it's a little bit darker. Thought I had the silk out here, but I'm not seeing it now. This is the needle minder. Cute. It's got a little ghost, an owl, and ghosts coming out of the Haunted Mansion. So yeah. We're going to be putting this together. It'll be up on the website in well, first I have to ship all this stuff. So as soon as I get all this stuff shipped, I'll be putting that back up on the website. And this isn't a cross-stitch video, so I'm going to stop with all that stuff. There is one thing I want to tell you. Do you remember these? I sent them out for free if you buy a certain amount of stitch markers. And they're great for holding other things too, including DIY body butter, which I'm almost out of now. I'm going to have to go refill that. I love this stuff. I have to file my feet because they're so thick with calluses. Then I rub the body butter on, put a pair of cotton socks on, set them overnight. We're good to go. Oh, okay. So I don't know that I have any. Intentional painting, just real quick, and then I promise I'm getting off the subject. I was layering. I had this picture of Age of Kingdoms, and there were these two conflicting bad guys, and one was red and one was green. And Templar Prophecy by Long Dog Samplers is sort of this vibe, you know. I went and researched, and when you search Templar, this game comes up. I saw the shot and I fell in love. So I started, I bought a whole bunch of new paints, and I started just applying color. And I think there's 6 times I apply the color, pull it off, apply it, pull it off. And in 2 different sections, because one's red and one's green. So then we have the silk to go on top of this beautiful Van Gogh. Okay, it's not Van Gogh, but I sure do paint on it a lot. So then there's Templar Red and Templar Green on the silks. They're very bright and hot, so they show up on this grunge, is what I call it. It's a lot of fun to paint, and I get to paint a bunch more. I'm so thrilled. Okay, so that's it. Now, one last thing that I want to talk about. Watch. How many times am I going to say one more thing? I just bought my Berkeys. Can you see what I did to them? I knew white was a bad color for me. I have plantar fasciitis and tendonitis. I was in a cam boot for 8 weeks. The cam boot didn't work. I still ended up with all this pain. And so I found out that it was because I was wearing these slip-on Berkeys. I have to wear the Berkeys because of plantar fasciitis and because it's the only thing that works for me. So I get this tie-up ones, and it's all I have now. So now I have to wear these out in the city until Berkey gets done manufacturing the one that I want. And I can't even place an order because they don't take them like that. For years, this is the last one. I swear to this is the one that I was saying before I remembered the shoes. Okay, so for years, I have wanted a unit that you put on, I hope my cats are still inside. I know the back door's open now. On the countertop and hydroponically grow lettuce and herbs and, whatever, short little things. And it's got the grow light, and it's got the heat, and it's got all that junk, and it's got the nutrients, and all you have to do is provide the seeds because it's got all the growing medium and everything that you need. I put that in my Amazon cart. It's the only place I shop, pretty much, unless I need something from Beauty West. Nails, files, rasps. Okay, rabbit trail. So this thing is on sale. It's like $75 on Amazon right now. And I'm searching around, and of course, they pop up other products. So I'm starting to look at these other things, and I'm going, wow, wouldn't it be better just to start a real PVC hydroponic garden? You have to, okay, for 15 years that we've lived here, I have learned the voles can and will eat through the 1/2-inch rabbit wire, plastic, weed barrier, wood. These suckers, they're bad. You'll see the leaves twitch, and then all of a sudden the plant's gone. Voles, we have at least 3 rabbit warrens that are so close that they come over and eat all our stuff. Deer that regularly bound through the yard and will mess up my trees no end. I can't believe that they like to, whatever. Wasps, the birds, and there's a beetle. Oh, and the squirrels. Oh, do you know they love the Rose of Sharon's? They'll go up and eat the flowers and throw them at each other. Answer to all of it is bring it indoors. The only thing I'm going to have to worry about is little flying things and the cats. There's a bucket, and it pulls the water, the pump, up into the top tube. It goes over 4, goes down, goes over 4, goes down, goes over 4, 108 planting sites. I'm so excited. I am absolutely thrilled. I'm going to start there. This room, we don't use it. I've got a TV up there, as you can see. Nobody sits out here. There's a couch behind you and then a fireplace. I'm like ready to rip it all out. I'm going to get rid of it, and I'm going to make myself a hydroponic garden over here. I've got a sewing station, a shipping station, the loom over there that doesn't get used anymore. It hasn't been used for several years, which is really sad to me because I wanted this so bad. And somehow my rugs all got thrown away, so I need to make more. Okay. Oh, wait, so after I get done, and if I can do this, and if I don't kill the plants, then I'm going to go to deep pot, deep root, deep something. Anyway, they're like a 5-inch pot, and then you can grow up. So I want to get like 5 of them and grow tomatoes, Persian pickles, and sugar snap beans. That's like heaven for me. That's like, I could eat that, just graze and eat that off of the... I love fresh fruits and veggies, and we're an hour from the closest store, so we don't always get a lot of nice things, and then they go bad really fast, and then we can't go to the store for 2 weeks. I'd rather grow the stuff. Oh, I got the big grow lights too. They've got these arms, and they're like purple or blue or yellow or whatever, depending on which part of the growing season, and I got the growing nutrients and yada, yada, yada. So, oh no, what was I going to tell you that I forgot already? See, if I don't interrupt myself, I end up not saying it. I was talking about the loom. Oh, that's it. Okay, I'm so excited. So I got these baggies. This isn't them. They're like this. Fiber by the foot. How fun is that? Okay, so spinners, felters, needle felters, knitters and crocheters, because I've already taught you guys that you can use your locks to decorate your knitting. You can make collars, those beautiful, and this is all, you know, shorn locks, so it's not like anybody died to create it. So this is going to be fiber by the foot. They're foot-long bags and 4 inches wide, so I'm going to do like all blue, all purple, all different, not just shades. Everybody does shades. I'm going to do a bunch of different colors inside the shades. So you might have like a pale blue with turquoise in it, and the next blue is going to have like bright cobalt in it, and the next blue would have like dark navy in it, and so it'll go through the colors. I was thinking about making like one rainbow foot and then like all the colors, and then like a naturals and one of every color, and so that you'd end up with fiber by the yard. I'm going to try to keep them very inexpensive so that you can have all of my fiber. I have a shed outside full of bags of like 10 pounds of fiber, or a fleece, or whatever. I have so much fiber, you guys. It'd be a lot easier to use my roving, but this stuff out there, locks and gorgeous stuff that just, it needs to go home to you, yeah? PM me to get the yarn, give me the timestamp, because I will not be able to remember what I've just done. I'm pretty sure I'm done. I did it. Didn't get any work done, but I sure did natter a lot. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.